And I'm back with more Dragon Quest XI. These provide kind of interstitial scenes, so it gives you kind of a backdrop of what we were doing. But yeah, we started the game in Cobblestone Tour. Found out we were some super-powered guy as reincarnation of the Luminary, and we have some weird, vague destiny of saving the world and such. So, our friend Gemma is a modest working girl from a village that can't be with us no more, so they had their fond farewells, I suppose. Or not so fond, I guess. So, I'm just looking around Cobblestone doing more stuff. And after this, I'm going to Heliodor. So yes, if anybody's wondering what Dragon Quest is like, I'll probably post this as the name of the first episode and whatnot when we get to it. It's called Comfort Food. So that's exactly what it is. It's comfort food. In a good way. A stick! Oh boy. Always wanted a stick. I could sell it. I can remodel stuff with it when I get access to that someday.
One day you're just a little boy, the next you're getting ready to leave us. I only wish your grandfather could see what a fine young man you've become. To think, it's been so many years already since old Chalky found you floating in...
Chalky?
I mean, since he brought you to Cobblestone.
Floating? Okay. And again, yes, I am going to be doing all these weird phrasings and things.
We never thought there was anything out of the ordinary about you. And now suddenly there's all this talk of luminaries, of all things. You know who the Luminary was, of course. A legendary hero who saved the world from a terrible darkness. We're supposed to believe that you're him reincarnated? I don't doubt old Chalky, of course, but it is a little hard to swallow, I must say. Oh, when you meet the King of Heliodor, put in a good word for old Cobblestone, won't you, eh? If he finds out this is the village where the Luminary was raised, there might be something in it for us, if you catch my drift.
Oh, you are terrible. Trust you to be thinking about what you can get out of it.
Oh, no, I'm only joking, of course. The very thought. Anyway, where was I? Yes. Now, the fate that awaits you may well be one beyond anything we simple country folk can imagine. But you must allow us to offer what little assistance we can. Take this map of Erdrea with you.
Hey!
And may this magnificent steed, the pride of Cobblestone, lighten your burden and speed you on your way. You'll find Heliodor easily enough. Just head north out of the village and follow your nose.
travel safely now. Oh, you're such a good boy, such a good boy. You make us proud out there, won't you? And come back safe.
Wait! Here, take this with you. I made it for you. It'll keep you safe. I heard there are lots of monsters where you're going. Be sure to keep it close, won't you? Oh, I don't know what's in store for you out there. But wherever you go and whoever you meet, don't forget us, will you? Take care. And remember, we'll be waiting for you.
But yes, they legitimately did give you an accessory. But now it's the open road. Yes, you can ride horses now. If you go fast and enemies are weak enough, you can just knock them out of your path. I believe you gain experience for it, but I'm pretty sure you do anyway. And, but yeah, for the majority of the game, it's done in an overworld set. Super later on, you can do an overworld type, but you need, like, either a ship or a, you need a ship or a means of flight for that. Campsite. So a lot of these places you're going to go to, but you can't really do anything yet. There are some areas the horse won't go, but in general, he'll pretty much go wherever you want to go. The biggest thing is to get to a campsite. Hello. Ow. I get to stab it. So yeah, Luminary can effectively work on sword and board. And which is sword and shield for proper defense and minor attack, or goes full attack. It's advisable to go full attack. Ew. Yeah, just don't look down. A cruel cumber. Well, here's my thing. Yo! Ow! Suck! Did I mention this game is whimsy? Oh ho! Hold on a second.
Oh, what have we here? I know a budding adventurer when I see one. It can be risky heading into the great outdoors if you aren't familiar with the basics of survival, you know. Well, fear not, because that's where I come in. See the remains of that fire over there? Well, when you spy one of those, it means you can set up camp and rest your weary bones. To settle down for the night, just go up to the fire and examine it. You'll soon be enjoying a well-earned break. What's that? You're worried about being attacked by monsters while you sleep? Oh, ye of little faith! That statue over there is chock full of holy powers that'll keep the beasties at bay for as long as you need. And that's not all. You can pray to it to be cured of poison and all kinds of other things. Think of it as a mini church.
So, in most cases, Dragon Quest is pro-church. There are occasions in games where churches are nasty, but by and large, these are your save points, these are your bastions of safety. So Dragon Quest tends to be one of the few JRPGs that doesn't pull the "we're evil people, we do evil things" trope. They did in 8, but by and large, nah. You can trust them.
Anyway, enough of my yammering. Why don't you take a closer look at all this camping kit for yourself? You'll need to get used to what campsites look like and how to find them. After all, you'll be relying on them whenever you're out in the wilderness. It's like my old dad always said, keen campers can continue on where others can't. Be prepared. Well, that's all from me. If you have any camping-related queries, feel free to ask. I'm here all the time. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Fair enough. So that's nice of him. But yes, nice little campsite. You want to stop, you can dismount. You can talk to a dude, you can go in his house, I think. I forget if he has stuff. Those big barrels you can't deal with, but there's bags or small pots. The game's usually nice enough about having stuff, and yes, this is the game where people were taught, yeah, let's break shit. But we've got a this guy's a traveling merchant, so it's not going to be as impressive as a normal store in a town, but usually stocks up about as well as it can wherever a campsite is. So as you can see, it's got about the same stuff as you'd have. I'm going to buy one of these. Dragon Quest kind of runs on a system where you're not supposed to buy everything. Okay? Most times you're able to get by with 1 to 2 pieces of equipment. This is not like a Final Fantasy or most other games where you deck yourself out completely without a hefty grind. You do make money, but there are rare occasions where you're just not. You're not able to. So, but the goal for today's episode is to get to Heliodor. You know, let's call the horsey. Still a little ways away. But I think for me, what Dragon Quest does that, because I started playing it around 2003. That's when Dragon Quest VIII came out. The thing for me is it's a very colorful game, even when it goes dark. Unlike Final Fantasy 16, which is reveled in just being a kind of a dingy, off-putting looking game, right? Because that's what it was going for, a stylistic choice. I would put this in kind of the same way of a Kingdom Hearts game. I would say Kingdom Hearts, by and large, is more colorful and whimsical even than that. But it's got that same tone, where it's not taking itself that seriously. Ow. It's still got serious times and travails, but you're meant to have a good time. You know what you're getting into. It'll do some new mechanics here and there on occasion, but won't throw in anything that's gonna strike you as odd. Some games are longer than others, some games are darker than others, but if you know what the mechanics are, you know how skill levels work, you know how skill trees work, especially in the later games. You know, some games do job classes, this is more of a skill tree setup. You know, but the guys making this have made it a point to stick as close to what the old school look and feel and vibe was since then. Because this has been around 36 years, much like Final Fantasy was. They're not trying to screw with anything. Ow. Get wrecked. Platypunk. I can't do the skill builder tree yet. Because that's the thing I want to do, but can't do. Oh, fuck you. The nice thing about being the most recent game... Ow! Suck! Uh-oh. The nice thing about being the most recent game on offer is it is the best looking one. Or at least the monsters are the best looks and feels. Okay, so I can knock those guys. These guys are still the hardest ones. Ow! Glad I healed. Fuck. I'm gonna want to avoid that. See if I can buy anything in Heliodor. I don't think I can, but we'll see. See if I can go. This game runs on a system known as a bank. So whenever you see a bank symbol, there's a bar. That's usually for info and just chatting people up. So you can go there and do stuff. Sometimes the bars will have the weapon shops and whatever. Got a quest. Oh. So those are request orders. Shop. You see red books like this, or ones that stand out? Sometimes you get stuff. So it's saying if you fight at night, it's a lot harder. I got my medicinal herb back. And yes, they won't say nothing. If you find a thing, you find a thing. Is it this roof or is it another roof? Go in here, maybe I'll find. No, but I found a bandana. Again, with most quests, I'm gonna worry about it later. Okay, so. So if I go up the inn, it'll probably be enough. No, this is where I was. Dang it. I won't take too much time with quests on the screen if I don't need to. Or I'll do it in its own episode. This one I'm kind of looking... Item shop. So yeah, let's take care of this and then... I see. But yeah, these cities are kind of big. Mini medals are a collectible that have been in a lot of games. Where's Kitty? There's Kitty. Meow. Went a little too far out. Go to Main Street. Here we go. There we go. So yeah, I may or may not do side questy things on camera. If they're bigger side quests, I'll show them off. But let's go to the shop, and then I'll save, and then I'll call it an episode. See if there's anything worth buying. Doubt it, but... Got an armor shop. Got a weapon shop. And as stated before, there's only so much you can do at any given time. But yeah, I'm not gonna be able to buy that. Get a leather hat though. I'm gonna keep those bandanas. I can craft stuff known as a mercury bandana a little later in the game, so that's what I'm going to do. I'll show off the bank. So yes, most times in an inn, you've got a spot to rest. A bank will act as a safety deposit for any time that you die on the road. They go in 1,000 coin, 1,000 gold increments. So if you have 1,000 gold, you want to put it into a bank almost assuredly, unless you're trying to buy stuff. This is the church. There we go. But I will definitely be using the bank very often. But speaking of using stuff very often, I'm going to use the save point. And I'll be back next time.